Down Bigger Bad, $1 million babies. Fucking domain, man.
Bird gang shit. Chris Leck, what up?
A lot going on.
It's that ride out shit. Max, hold your head, baby.
Come in this lady, date you, baby, make you go crazy for Coco. I can loop you, mommy, I can scoop you, mommy, I can coop you, mommy, with no dough. Now up jumps the boogie, the rain, this cookie, we bang, bang, we boogie to the beat. My thing stay with bitches, my bling, bling, you bitches is gang, bling, you bitches, we street. You say fuck me, I feel the same way about you, bitch. Niggas made you bitch, now you act like this. But get your head out your ass, nigga. Spent 6 cash, left the rest in the stash, nigga. I spoil coops, let the thing rip. I'm waterproof when the rain hit. Hit your main bitch. I'm boss game. The right side the bed, the left side is the Porsche lane. Fire with fire, we fighting. Time to retire, get miking. She riding the pipe, mommy, she like it, she psychic. And she like to play on the sidekick. Guaranteed you gon' like this. I ain't biting my tongue, yeah, I said it. Max is the nicest. G4 rounds and all types of devices. Yellow green studs, all types of mices. Baby, come here, come holler. I'm all about that. Come in, this lady. Can I date you, baby? Make you cuckoo crazy for Coco. I can loop you, mommy. I can scoop you, mommy. I can coop you, mommy, with no dough. Now up jumps the boogie, the rain, this cookie, we bang, bang, we boogie to the beat. My thing stay with bitches, my bling, bling, you bitches is gang, bling, you bitches, we the street. Chop up a nice big ain't for this. Fiends be licking the plates to it. And then the bitches, they flinging themselves up. The little niggas eating steady, bringing themselves up. I keep the gels up. Get Bigger Bell on your album. I ass spunk, I can get yourselves up. Come and fuck with your man. I get you in loops, get you an extra couple of grand. I let it splash from the Mac Millie. Who got the most swag on the wax, really? Who got the most bags? Better ask Nitty. I'ma hit you with the jab if you act silly. I ain't trying to put this game in the chokehold. Trying to see how much cane can the bowl hold. You can get a rain if the coke slow. You can get the range from the dope flow. You a slow poke, catch up, nigga. I'ma dump it in your chest. Better fresh up, nigga. Yeah. I'm a beach bag, Bigger Bell streets bag. Fly niggas got more sneaks than the East bag. Come in this lady, can I date you, baby? Make you cuckoo crazy for Coco. I can loop you, mommy. I can scoop you, mommy. I can coop you, mommy, with no dough. Now up jumps the boogie, the rain, this cookie, we bang, bang, we boogie to the beat. My thing stay with bitches, my bling, bling, you bitches is gang, bling, you bitches, we the street. Yeah. You ain't seen a nigga with my stature. Playtime's over when the cops come to catch ya. So I ain't have a jag nor rover. We was stuck in the hood, had the cab all over, had the bags all over the floor. Bitch ate them up, high off the residue weed. Tried to wake them up, time to scrape them up. I trick 6 on the off day, hit the block for an hour, then I can make it up. My bitches cooking clean, cause my hooks is mean. Young boss, Don Pimp, I'm a hooker's dream. I took the beam for a spin. Pray to the Lord, get on my knees if I see him. Spread your floor, get off my knees, then I grin who popped you. You niggas live life of imposters. I'm on your roof in the chopper. It's like taking candy from the baby or the food in your locker. Can come in this lady, can I date you, baby? Make you cuckoo crazy for Coco. I can loop you, mommy. I can scoop you, mommy. I can coop you, mommy, with no dough. Now up jumps the boogie, the rain, this cookie, we bang, bang, we boogie to the beat. My thing stay with bitches, my bling, bling, you bitches is gang, bling, you bitches, we the street. Space nigga, oh man, that public domain shit, man. I'd like to take the time, dedicate this one to my niggas, man. My boy, Mike Bruno, Young Bogalo, Uncle Stud, baby. Down to the end, baby. Yo. Yeah, it's your boy back, fresh off that bang. Boss Dawn season, Domain Pain. Shout to my nigga Young Los on the beach, you know. I mean, 2 in the afternoon, man. Sunny day, strolling through the Soho. Really seen a nice pair of shades I like. No, them shits was like 2,500. I bought them, fuck it. That's what I do, gang, green. Boss Dawn shit. Domain Pain for you niggas, I'm about to get it in. Let's go, let's get it. Get at your man. So, I got the 40 low, covered up like I'm 40 below. 7 in with like 40 to go, or maybe more. Pay me for, I'm the waviest of all. Got a black one, white one, even keep a slim bitch. They all stick together, and they got a good friendship. Classic so expensive, Andrew Mark, Cole Haan. And if I'm smoking that haze, it's 40s of that Autobahn. No, I got that Audemars. Luke, he ain't shit without match. The music need a booster. Fifth will leave him screaming like a rooster. Sweep the nigga body off the stoop like a super. Nigga, I'm the future. Nigga, I be used to the finest shit. I don't do the urban. I only do designer shit. I only do the Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. Big umbrellas a pimp. I run up in your mama. Run up with the llama. Pop at any nigga thinking he dug. Dump a dub. I'ma fill this nigga with slugs. I seen this nigga in the club out in Jersey. Yeah. Seen this team looking like they wanna hurt me. But thanks to the front line, you only gotta tell them focus up one time. Nigga, I be trying to duck the one time. You smoking with 30 niggas on one time. Here we go. So once you niggas roll up a big fat bag of the sour. You can't stay at the range of the nigga, baby. Hour on the hour. Got green like got tower. Plus you know we got that Prada. Nigga, we getting chips while y'all getting angry. Angry motherfucker. Yeah. On the stroll, on the strip, nice. Bitches on the dick light, big pipe, cherry lip gloss. Get your lips right, mommy. Get your lips wet. I'm not Dipset, nigga. I'm green game, rolling in the mean chain. Yeah. I leave you holy in the cheese lane. Yeah, holy moly, go fuck yourself. Please change for the better max. Do it for your boy. You was riding in the Tiller Max. Do it for a toy. I be moving like I'm Floyd. Yeah, right jab, left jab. 93 with the shit. Harlem had the best cabs. AJ Lester's the best rags. Yeah. $120 then, that was big money. Yeah, and that was like a 2010. I was getting money when Reagan was in office. PP on your carpet. Yeah. Grind like an orphan. Lime in the coffin. Yeah. Bitches off the mosh pit. Yeah. Love me out in Boston. Here we go, here we go. Love. So once you niggas roll up a big fat bag of the sour. You can't stick at the range of the nigga, I'm waving. Hour on the hour. Got green like got tower. Plus you know we got that Prada. Nigga, we getting chips while y'all getting angry. Yeah, some niggas all pissed off in the game. Boss Dawn, Bigger Veil shit. Back with that Domain Pain. Yeah, Young Los. Got another one, baby. Niggas riding that wave. Fuck with your boy. It's over for these niggas, man. Oh, man. Hey, Big Tone. Gonna flip these niggas upside down. Jingle that change out they pocket. Cheer. Know what I mean? The gang green, baby. Oh, man. Ow.
Yeah. You're he. What's going on? How we doing, folks? Hmm? Don't act like you don't know what time it is. Don't act like you don't know what time it is. Huh? Triple S. Early. Early. Hmm? Early. In my freeway voice. Early. What's going on in day one? How you doing, my bro? Mm-hmm. Maximus in the building. That's the Croatian homie right there. Slick Rick in the building. How you doing, Uncle Rick? Jake Williams, big up. Lay low. Got Void somewhere lurking. You lurking, boy. Lurking, eh? No flirting with the algorithm and no flirting with my guest, right? So what's goody? What have I missed? You know, due to the time zones and shit. I'm always gonna be late, you know. Or am I early? Am I early or late? Hmm? Am I early or late? It's nuts right now. Inverted row. Here we go. Here we go. Mm. I enjoyed the little conversation I had. Well, not little conversation, but the conversation I had with is it Hassani Shani? Hope I'm butchering the name. Hashani Shani. It will take some time to get used to, but I'm pretty sure I'll remember it. That was a cool guy. That was a cool guy. Level-headed. Salute to Chief Ironbush. He came from the Ironbush class. Right. So I appreciate all the traffic that's come through your boy Chief Iron. All right. Salute to you, Chief Ironbush. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. But yeah, man, where are we now? Where are we, ladies and gentlemen? Everything seems to be coming back to the moon and the eye again. Anybody ever noticed that? The rituals they do, the movies they put out, the songs they put out, everything. Ain't no way around it. They're showing us for a reason. For a reason. But yeah, let's get into some some jokey jokes. Let's get into some jokey jokes for now. Let's start off with some Demon Slayer. Where's the volume?
Oh my God, private chat 30. Okay, let me.
Ah, there you go. Did you know that Step Hen is living in a oh okay.
Oh my God, private chat 30. Okay, let me go through the private chat. You guys.
Was that permanently, but he gets to leave once a month for a day or two. That sounds about right.
Oh my God, private chat 30. Okay, let me go through the private chat. You guys. This is why I need help.
Ching chong. Thấy ngon nha, ngon nha, hả? Hay ngon. No, I talk calls. No echo for you. Hay ngon nha. Ching chong.
I'm letting him
I
go.
talk calls.
I'm letting him go.
No echo. Ngay ngon nha, Rub your titties in my face and love me. It's
What? Rub your what in my what? Hold on a second.
ngay ngon nha, Rub your titties in my face and love me. It's
What a creep.
ngay ngon nha, Rub your titties in my face and love me. It's past my bedtime.
Ain't no one rubbing titties in your face, Stephen. Not even your fake girlfriend. All right?
I was going to say, lay off the meds for a little bit so we can have a real
No, the
conversation.
meds are doing really well for him. Let's keep those meds where they are.
Hang on. No, restaurant closed. No egg roll for you. Hang on now.
Whoever prescribed you those is doing a really good job. That's disturbing.
What a fucking weirdo.
I think you're all tards, and I'm a genius.
And you're
just
here
tards.
hanging out with us.
He thinks they're all tards and he's the genius. Did you hear that?
That's disturbing.
I think you're all tards, and I'm a genius.
And you're
just
here
tards.
hanging out with us, Stephen.
Yeah, I'm just
I
here
think
to
you're right.
on you. It's past my bedtime.
It's past my bedtime. Damn right. Get your blankie and go to bed.
Yes, Stephen.
Yeah, I'm
I
just here
think
to
you're right.
on you. It's past my bedtime.
Mocking Noel, who has autism, bullying, belittling, and calling her, okay, a tard over and over again. That's not right. That's not right. You can't be treating people like that now, Stephen, can you? Excuse me, step hen.
Get out of here. Get this straw chewing idiot out of here. Don't show your tard titties again, Noel. He
Just
chews
make it
on
up.
straw.
Wowzers. Is that how you're speaking to Noel? No way.
Get out of here. Get this straw chewing idiot out of here. Don't show your tard titties again, Noel.
Don't show your tard titties around here and get this. Oh, gosh. Hey, guaranteed, if I said something like this, I would get cancelled.
Well, he
Just
chews
make it
on
up.
straws just like Noel does. That's what I think.
Showing fake empathy for disabled children on his show, then mocking people with mental illness on other panels. Very correct. Demon Slayer, very correct. This guy is fake. Very correct. Fake empathy, yes.
So I have just one question. You know all those videos you play on your channel, like daily? So those videos, you show a lot of handicapped children, right? You show a lot of disformed, beings. Okay, so now you want to sit there and you want to talk crap about Noel and
Are you still feeling sorry for demons that exist only to cause harm to others, to lie, gaslight, smear campaign, character assassinate, threaten, and create stress, pain, misery? Do you want to feel sorry for them for eternity? Are you doing what they want you to do? All right. So these are his words. So by his metric, just have a look.
make farting noises, but sit there and go, oh, the children, like God must hate everybody, and this is a hell realm. But you
never
are
said God hates
proactively,
Let her talk. Let her finish.
Let's
You're
take it forever.
proactively-
God. Spit it out or swallow.
God.
You know you like to swallow loads.
Okay.
because you don't know how to listen. And I would have been done already. That's the crappy part. But I know how to make people like you listen, because if they
Spit it
don't listen, then
out.
I'm just going to keep going like this. And then you guys are
You
just, it's
sound
just
like
going to
a
get harder and
dumb hoe.
harder.
Spit it out.
And that's what pisses narcissists off, is
You
because I
sound
can
like
do
a dumb
this.
hoe.
I'm like a professional. Okay. So my question, for immaturity. Noel,
Look at him. Just look at him. Look at the size of that mouth open. Got his mouth open there, No teeth in there. Where's your teeth? Nothing. What's going on in there? It's a black hole. It's a black hole in there. You forgot your dentures, pretty boy. Look, nothing there. You got to chew up his food and spit it in his mouth like a fucking baby pigeon. You baby pigeon.
chew that straw as hard as you can, girlfriend.
Thank
So do you think that just because Noelle, she's on a straw and she's autistic a little bit, like here, there,
A
you know.
little bit.
CC in the building. What's good? So I'm so glad I passed up on that stream. Yeah, obviously.
Like a little bit, right? That it's okay for you to sit there and judge her on panel and treat her like this.
Team Evil. That's the Team Evil boss right there, you know. Team Evil boss. Good work, Demon Slayer. Good work. You say you passed up on that stream. Yeah, it's wild. To be honest, I only give him airtime so, you know, he can expose who he really is. He's got nothing to offer. Stephen, you got nothing to offer. Other than a few jokes from time to time, but other than that, you're a lonely soul. Right? You are a lonely soul. Get some help. Get some help. Triple S. Triple S. But yeah, 2026, ladies and gentlemen. 2026. And they're still showing us these rituals that lead back to the moon. Everything leads back to the moon. Yeah, it's the same over. Hey, I got that thing you sent me, CC. That was cold. We're gonna have a look at that now, actually, because everything leads back to the moon, right? Let's go with this one.
Well, everyone, I hope you're all well, and I wish you all the best for 2026. The purpose of this video is to show you some of the agendas that were pushed at the New Year's Eve celebrations across the world. Not all of them, but a few of them. They really did show blatant Gnostic, New Age, mystic propaganda. I mean, we had things like this at Singapore, written in the sky with drones, the next stage, New Age. And in the United Arab Emirates, they attempted to break the world record, and they put up a huge fiery phoenix rising from the ashes, made of drones and fire, and representing this idea of out with the old and in with the new, the birth of a new age, the progression of mankind after the massive phoenix idea of...
Because this phoenix always seems to find its way into the rituals of lately. Has it always been there? Because I've only noticed this phoenix, right? When, you know, what's his name? Jason RKX started to talk about this phoenix event, right? I didn't notice it before. I've noticed the owl and things like that, right? Maybe even the crow to some extent. But the phoenix has only come into play since Jason's come about. Is it just me, or has anybody else noticed that? Or maybe you've noticed the phoenix before Jason came about and mentioned it, but yeah, it's everywhere now. Rising from the fire.
Of out with the old and in with the new, the birth of a new age, the progression of mankind after the massive phoenix came in the sky. They showed almost like a digital, transhuman, technological human being raising up, representing the progression of mankind.
Look at that. Look at the stuff they're pulling off, all right? Look at the stuff they're pulling off.
But sadly, of course, that supposed progression of mankind is no real progression without God. And that's something that we see that is common among these shows, is it's a pagan, godless, empty, false, counterfeit idea of progression. And it's, of course, a rejection of the Messiah, Jesus Christ. Gosh, I mean, this New Year's Eve celebration in Dubai is a blatant pagan ritual. I won't even call it a ceremony because I think it's a ritual. And these things are my opinion, but I will tell you what I've seen in this show. It's just unbelievably pagan. And you see there the tower in the center is lit up. Every year they seem to be doing it around that tower in the center, and it looks, like we said before, a bit like a ziggurat, like a spiral staircase on, at least from the outside, going around it. I think that they're trying to depict a Tower of Babel type ziggurat structure here. That's my opinion again, but that's just what I think.
I don't know. I think it's more to do with us. All right. These things, they get it from us. When I look at this stuff, it looks more like DNA strands. All right. DNA. Like they're trying to show you something to do with DNA, possibly. This one right here, anyway.
Babel type ziggurat structure here. That's my opinion again, but that's just what I think is going on. And this year was no different.
There we go. Mother Goddess. All right. Luna. Sophia. You see why I said DNA? Right? DNA. Because we're looking at the ark again, ladies and gentlemen. All right? You see the ark, you see the DNA. Beautiful.
Because we had blatant paganism, ancient pagan worship going on around this on New Year's Eve. There you see what appears to be the moon goddess Diana.
Diana.
The same false pagan gods we see warned about in the Bible. You see Diana of the Ephesians or Artemis in Greece. All the same.
Why should she be despised? Why should the great mother be despised? Look, the temple of the great goddess, right, should be despised, and her magnificence should be destroyed. Wow, that's crazy. Anyone who worship, right, it's not even a worship, it's just a knowing. You know, when you kind of know something, you don't really have to worship it. It's mostly the believers that do the worshiping, right? Because they don't know, they're just believing, right? The moon's there, I know it's there. I don't believe the moon's there, it's there. So I don't have to worship it. I acknowledge it. But these people want you to despise. Despise. Wow, look at that.
Same thing, a multifaceted deception of that female goddess figure. And here we see her with the moon, just like Diana in Rome. She was associated with the moon as a moon goddess. And she,
yeah, there you go. She's on the ark. Mom is on the ark. Child in hand, nucleus and mother. What you got in your hand? What is that? Some type of rod, type of spear or something. Mary's Queen of Babylon, mother, son cult, yeah.
She's holding it up there. And as you see these images unfold, you'll notice that she's manipulating creation.
She's manipulating creation. Manipulating. How? Tell me how.
And you see the tower beginning to light up in those colors. You see the water beginning to stir like the waters, and she starts to do a ritualistic dance, and she's holding the moon. And then she lifts up the moon above her, and it begins to rise as a projection at the base of the tower.
I like that. I like that. As above, so below. Right. Okay. Hidden in plain sight.
As you see it rise, you'll notice just below that her arms are on the base of the tower as well, and she's appearing as kind of like a spiritual, ghostly figure raising up the moon at the base of this tower as the waters around it begin to stir. Look at that.
Look at that. See, as the waters around it, she's manipulating. The waters have to come into play for it to happen, right? The reflection. She's manipulating. They're showing you the waters play a part. Is the reason why you see the moon in the sky, right? The great reflection.
Counterfeit spiritual, ritualistic stuff here that many people across the world would be watching and not realize that this is ritualistic. And the Bible explains why these things are false and where they come from. And quite honestly, if you don't believe the Bible, you have no discernment and where they come from.
Worship of creations above the creator. Sees Roma. What? Hold on, take that back.
And the Bible explains why these things are false and where they come from. And quite honestly, if you don't believe the Bible, you have no discernment in these days we live in. You see how now the moon that lifted up through that tower comes out into three-dimensional state with the sphere of drones, and that is tied to her lifting up the moon. And you see it there also as a 3D model, and that begins to get lifted higher and higher. I mean, this is a fertility ritual. This is not just a bit of fun or a visual spectacle for the masses just to enjoy. This, at its core...
Music loving mama. I just seen your message. Hiya. Just letting you guys know GA won't be on for a while, blah, blah. I hope he's okay. All right. I hope he's okay. And I hope he can join us sooner than later. All right. But thanks for letting us know. Shouts out to GA and shouts out to you. Much love. Salute to the grand old chat room. See Chills in the building. What's popping, Chills? How we doing, my bro? Much love to you, man. Much love. Who else is down there? Frequency. Much love. Much love. Peace to you.
Or is an ancient Babylonian, even Canaanite, pagan ritual. The things the Bible warns about, the things the Bible says that we should discern, the things that were forbidden and condemned. In the Bible says that we should discern.
Goes establishment's worship of nature goddess is whom the productive powers of the earth were personified. Okay, she is our Mother Earth, known otherwise as Mother Goddess or Great Mother among the Babylonians and Northern Semites. She was called Ishtar. Right? You see what's happening here now? Wow. Okay, let me snap that quick. Hold on a second. But how can they be referring to the Mother Goddess, right? Powers of the earth personified. She is our Mother Earth, right? Otherwise, yeah, in Babylonian, she's known as Ishtar, right? How is the earth known as Ishtar as well? Or am I reading that wrong? How? Has to be the reflection they're talking about, right? It's known as Earth because we're on it, but when it's in the sky, it's got a celestial name possibly, which is Ishtar. What else is?
Discern the things that were forbidden and condemned in the Bible. You see how everyone starts splashing around in the water. The waters begin to go wild as this fertility ritual begins to unfold. And again, you see across the bottom of the tower a fiery red horse, just like the pagans are dismayed at the signs, the stars. This is zodiac, astrology, astrological stuff, all things that are warned against following in the Bible. In these waters, you begin to see these like phantom red horses being projected across the waters underneath the tower. And also you see these boats coming in that look a lot like the fertility symbolism, greenery on it. So you see, as this unfolds, there's a lot of depiction, symbolism.
Fertility, green, the ark again, right? She was known as the goddess of fertility, right? She was known as the goddess of fertility, right? She's in the ark, right? Okay. Cool.
Greenery on it. So you see, as this unfolds, there's a lot of depictions of like this return to Eden and fertility as the waters go wild and people dance around, and there's, you know, drums banging in the background, just like they do in witchcraft things, and, you know, dances, and also serpentine type music. You know, some of the music reminds me of snake charmers.
There you go. She was also known as the Great Snake, right? It's wild how they've, you know, put the man at the forefront of the snakes and the snake charmers and all of these things.
In the Middle East, and you see the phoenix rising up from the ashes, representing to them the out with the old and in with the new, the rebirth of a new age. And then, as this is a Luciferian religion, we see the fire coming down from the heavens, and you see the shape of a serpent, possibly even on the side there. And this is a reversal of the Garden of Eden. In Gnosticism, they believe that the serpent was actually the savior. They twist it on its head, they blaspheme the word of God, and they see that God, the God of the Bible, our creator, they flip it on its head, turn everything upside down, put darkness for light and light for darkness. And they say that he is the oppressive one. He's the tyrant that was keeping Adam and Eve in prison, in a matrix in the Garden of Eden. And actually the serpent, who was the deceiver and the one that led Adam and Eve into sin, they say that he was the savior. So here they're depicting this light of knowledge, or this light.
Oh, hold on.
So here
You can see the split. They got the split again. See the two mountains. 1, 2. 1, 2 between the pole.
here they're depicting this light of knowledge, or this light of freedom, in a counterfeit way, coming from the serpent in the Garden of Eden. You see the fall of light, and they actually see the fall of Lucifer the opposite way round, as if it was a sacrificial act, and that humanity can be saved like this. And people like David Icke and others, they teach this theosophy, they teach this false light, they teach this Luciferian doctrine, and that is Gnostic. This is deeply Gnostic, just no different from the first century, where the church was having to fight against this doctrine of demons. And it also reminds me that the false prophet in the last days is said to call down fire from heaven, and that there would be lying signs and wonders. But then you kind of see that this tower, potentially this Tower of Babel, where they tried to, thousands of years ago, create a gateway to the gods. You see that the tower transforms into like a technical transhumanist tower, digital Babel, and you see lots of different digital imagery.
Ah, there's that sign we was looking at the other day. Remember the sign? Who was with me? I said the diamond. Oh my goodness, look, it's everywhere now. Right? Remember we was looking at this the other day? Even in the petrified stones, right? Petroglyphs. Right, look at that. It's everywhere. That's why I question the shape of the reality. Right? Not just flat, or round. We're out here chasing circles, whether it's flat or round. When they're throwing all of these type of symbols on our frame. Have you noticed when it comes to these events, right? When it comes to these events, hear me out now, folks, right? When it comes to these type of rituals and events, where the hell do you see anything to do with flat earth? I'll wait. Nothing to do with flat earth. Everything to do with the moon, the eye, and hollow earth, and you know, the phoenix and these things. You never see like a dome in the way they're representing a dome ritual for a dome or flat earth cosmology. They don't promote that shit because it's a fucking goose chase. They show you the diamond, they show you the lens, they show you the moon, they show you hollow earth, they show you everything else in these rituals. But they never go out of their way to show you something to do with flat earth. Why is that? Show me a ritual where it's 100% pointing to flat earth. I don't see it. Otherwise, I would promote it. I would show it. We're here for the truth. They don't show that shit. They just get the celebrities and all these sports people to talk about it. It's not what they say, it's what they show you.
On the tower, you see how it's potentially representing that false progression of mankind in rebellion against the God of the Bible. Because this is all against the God of the Bible, by the way, as you'll see through it. They're trying to show the elevation of man.
What do you mean it's all against the God of the Bible? The God of the Bible is against us. Did you ever consider that?
The counterfeit ascension of man, either through technology, transhumanism through tech, or the ascension of man through a counterfeit spirituality. And those two things run side by side. And then as the scene changes, you see once again what's behind this counterfeit. You see down there on the bottom left, you see the woman come onto the scene.
Oh.
Right there.
Okay.
And she's dressed in red, similar to the imagery of the harlot. She has got her arms up and she is conducting.
Red, I think they said red represent the body, the flesh also, right?
Like an orchestra, the whole event. The manipulation of creation, the witchcraft, the astrology, the building of this counterfeit tower is being shown there. She's even, projected onto the side of the tower in a similar sort of ghostly way where, it actually shows her. This music is being used and this serpentine imagery. And she is the one here manipulating, like Gaia, the creation. And also, as I say, she's shown there on the side of the tower. So what is this depicting? Well, in Gnosticism, they believe that the false goddess Sophia is the one who brings the light, and she is above the God of creation.
Ooh, clap that up. Clap that up. Clap that bitch up. Clap that bitch up. Clap that bitch up. That was cold. Hold on a second. Did you hear that? Hold on a fucking second.
Gnosticism, the side of the tower. So what is this depicting? Well, in Gnosticism, they believe that the false goddess Sophia.
They believe that the false god Sophia, right, listen,
is the one who brings the light. And
is the one that brings the light.
And she is above the God of creation.
And she is above the God of creation. What? She brings her own light. That's the moon. It brings its own light. She don't need the sun to shine. She brings her own light. nucleus. She's coming with her son or daughter. Huh? She's coming with her own light. Fuck out of there. Ain't no way around it. 2026, we're here. Lay low.
Who they term as the demiurge, and really they mean the God of the Old Testament. So they say that she accidentally created the God of creation.
I need to hear that again.
The tower. So what is this depicting? Well, in Gnosticism, they believe that the false goddess Sophia is the one who brings the light, and she is above the God of creation. They believe that the false goddess Sophia is the one who brings the light.
Why would they believe that? Huh? Why would they believe that? I don't know.
And she is above the God of creation, who they term as the demiurge, and really they mean the God of the Old Testament. So they say that she accidentally created the God of creation, and that she is above him. And they also sometimes refer to her as Lucifer, like a light bringer. So in their
they refer to her as Lucifer, the light bringer. Right? It all goes back to the great mother. Even Lucifer. I said it once and I'll say it again. Everything ties back to the moon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The lens, the eye, the nucleus, creation, the ark. You're going to learn.
A counterfeit, they are showing, I believe, that Sophia figure where she's manipulating creation. She's above all these things, and she's in a war, really. It's showing a war against...
Boom, there you go. Just like those Egyptian pictures, they depict many things in one picture, but they're trying to tell you one thing, right? Look, the Grail, the tiara, the Great Mother, the Beast. It's all the moon. Don't you get it? Just like those Egyptian pictures. This is where they get their ideas from. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Because it's somewhere. Yes. All right, cool. Yes, we have got it. All right, just like those Egyptian pictures, showing you a whole bunch of fucking images, symbols, right? But they're trying to tell you one story, right? In this section right here, look, if you look closely, you got the symbol for the moon again, all right? Gog. You got the Great Mother doing the stance again with the tower. That represents the moon, right? And you got the split with the heel, right? Then, like I said, you got the X marks the spot. That's town. That stands for town, right? X marks the spot. The rabbit, right? The hair on the moon, right? The hair on the moon or the rabbit. And then you got that symbol down here, what I've shown you earlier, right? Remember this symbol down here, right? Down here in the waters. This symbol right here. And then look, the split again with the mountain in the middle. The split. And the sun disk at the back. It's out of creation. See, it's outside of creation, the sun disk. Right? AKA the black sun, I suppose. Right? Look at that. This is fascinating. Look. The beast, right? Otherwise the snake, Remember, the snake is known as the Great Mother, right? Then you got the Great Mother herself, right? Then the tiara, then the grail. And what did we say earlier? Remember, I said red. They said the lady came out in red and white, but red, they mentioned the red. And look what she's wearing here, red, right? With a touch of blue, but majority is red. Look at that. All these back to the Great Mother. I mean, listen,
It's
I
the
know
God of the
with a mother, you're going to have a father, right? There's both sides of the story, but we don't get to hear mama's side of the story. In none of these books out here, you don't really get to hear mama's side of the story. So I'm here to put mama's side to the forefront, let you lot hear it, let you lot see it, right? That's all I'm doing.
Bible against the Creator. So they think that they need to overthrow the demiurge who has locked mankind into this matrix. And it's their twisted, upside down, inverted theology, which is doctrines of demons.
No, well, it definitely is inverted. It definitely is inverted, right? Now, if we're talking about angels and demons, I think that's just another term for light, right? Light. Light from above and light from below. Black light, white light. Black sun, red sun.
You see there, she begins to raise up. She's dressed in red,
Yeah.
like the harlot. She begins to raise up above all these things.
Ooh, look at this. Look what she's doing. Showing you the crescent. She's being the crescent. She looks like that android or the mother from Raised by Wolves. She flies around like that. Mother.
Towards this tower. She's got her arms stretched out wide. She's making conducting gestures. She's orchestrating and conducting these things in their false theology. She's raising up, and you see this orb of light in the tower. And just like in their false belief system, they think that Sophia locked shards of light within humanity to, give us supposedly access to this ascension. Sophia locked shards of light.
Locks or lots? What's he saying? Hold on a second. Where's your
system? They think that Sophia locked shards of light.
Locked shards of light. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. There we go. Locking that light in. That's that prism shit, right? Locking the light in and putting it out in a different frequency. That's that. Yeah. Okay.
Within humanity to, give us supposedly access to this ascension above Yahweh. And you see there that you see these orbs of light appearing throughout the tower. In a moment, you'll see like shards. It splits into shards of light. You can kind of see it down there. You see all different shards of light. So this is what the New Age teaches, right? They say that the enlightenment is within you, the inner light or the inner glow.
That's it. The nucleus. I've been talking about this. Now they're talking about this, right? They're attaching 3i Atlas with the nucleus. Now I talk about the nucleus. They want to talk about the nucleus. I've been talking about the inner light. Now they're doing rituals showing the inner light. I don't see no dome rituals. I don't see no flat earth rituals. It's all to do with the lens, the oculus, the light, the nucleus, the moon, the reflection, hollow earth, micro, macro.
And that's what they're showing there, these orbs of light. You see there's different shards of light. I believe that's what they're showing. So this is the elevation of that idea in their false mystic beliefs. The shards of light. And then they're all raising up these shards of light to the top of the tower. And it's elevating this spiritual harlot figure that is deceiving the world. The false church, the false religions, that can be what this symbolizes. And she's lifting up and orchestrating this right to the top. And then she whams her hands forward and it begins the countdown, 10, 9, 8, 7 for the new year, for the out with the old and the in with the new. This is very ritualistic. And you see a light come into the tower from the side and it blasts into it and it begins off this fertility ritualistic thing.
Wow, Zers. Look at that. That's like that shit I've been showing, Death from Above, right? That plasma. Even Jay speaks about the plasma. Take that back.
Come into the tower from the side.
So then it comes into the tower, right? It comes into the tower. I don't think you are understanding, right? I don't think this shit was about, all right, let me put it this way. It's reversed. Now, when they speak about trying to build a tower up to get to God, right? I don't think that was the case. Apparently God destroyed the tower, right? I don't think that's the case. If it did get destroyed, it's because they were trying to come in. An invasion. An invasion. Something's trying to get in, trying to penetrate. Right? It's a ritual. They're replaying it over again. Don't you get it? Look in front of you. It's a ritual. They're replaying it over again. The light came in and wallop, smashed it over. Penetration. They want to get into this light here. But it's too dense for them. Too dense. The nucleus is too dense. They keep saying that shit. They're trying to break that, but they can't. They're reenacting it all over again. Don't you understand? Just like the Twin Towers. It's like this. The light came in. The planes came in. Wallop. Trying to get in.
And it blasts into it and it begins off this fertility ritualistic thing. You see what looks like it breaking through DNA.
Told you, breaking through the DNA. Just like they want to burst open the lens, trying to get to the nucleus, right? The arc, they want to get to the arc. They're trying to manipulate.
Changing what it means to be human, perhaps. That's just a guess. Changing what it means to be human, perhaps. That's just a guess.
Yeah, spot on. Spot on. The cycle of life, man. It's crazy, right? The emergence, trying to change. I think they're trying to change the DNA to change because the construct might be changing. Like I said, right? I think, how can I put it? Development stages, right? It could be at a development stage where things change as they, time goes on, they change size, change formation, change shape. That's what they're probably talking about.
You see serpentine images and you see this whole tower begin to explode and come to life like in a fertility ritual, and also possibly even like new age chakras and different things up the spine, the kundalini and all of those things. And then you see there again, which they showed last time, which looks like the axis mundi, which we said last time they did a similar thing, which in their ideas is the idea of connecting earth to heaven in a counterfeit way without Christ. This is completely antichrist. And they show like a false peace symbol. The music changes to all this peaceful music, creating peace, a false peace in the world. Just like is warned about again in scripture. But this, as I said before, you get the two sides. You get the self-elevation through transhumanism or self-elevation through a counterfeit spirituality. And that's what we see there. We see both of these depicted, possibly playing off against one another. Who knows? But we see both depicted, both sides of that coin. And both are rejections of Christ, whether it's a false light, counterfeit spirituality, or elevation through technology in order to become like God, which is the original lie in the Garden of Eden. And so sometimes it looks like it doubles up as the spine.
See, and craziest thing, right? Because look, there's not even a globe involved. There's not a dome involved, right? Nothing like that. We've just seen the moon and a rock. Tower, right? A tower. That's all they're showing us, a tower. Right? No dome, no globe, just a moon and a tower, a rock. Why is that? No flat earth shit, no globe, just a moon and a tower. A moon and a tower. A moon and a fucking tower. Why is that? Why aren't we talking about the moon and the tower? Why are we talking about the things they present and talk about, like globe and flat earth? Don't we see the red herring in those things? Why are we looping on the things that they give us? Why don't we look into the things that they do, the rituals about, the secret teachings? The reason why it's called a secret teaching, because it's possibly not meant for us. They don't think we're going to look into these things, right? Moon and the tower. Moon and the tower.
As the chakras. So you see that kind of self-elevation through the New Age religion. And that's what the things they're showing there are, in my opinion. So what we see here, as usual, appear to be attempts of man to become like a god and to self-elevate without Christ, in rejection of Christ. Jesus said, one who tries to get in a counterfeit way is a thief and a robber.
Okay. He tried to get in the wrong way, is a thief and a robber. There's only one way in. Apparently, there's only one way in. And guess what that is? Born into sin. Born into sin. If you're here already. You don't have to climb in, apparently. Only the robbers try to climb in, try to break their way in. I didn't say it, they said it. Born into sin. Right?
And that is what this is. To me, it even looks like, it warns in the Bible about how they're going to try and wage war against the Lamb, and they will fail because Christ has already defeated the enemy kingdom at the cross. That was a victory over death and hell. So if you put your trust in Jesus Christ, you will go to heaven through his shed blood for your sins. But they're trying to ignore the fact we're sinners and self-ascend and try and get in account.
No, you folks are trying to ignore sin. We know what sin is now. Right? We know about Mount Sinai. We know about the synagogue, not the synagogue. Right? We know about the Great Mother's connection to that. So we know.
Counterfeit way. And it talks about people being so deceived in these times and that they would maybe even wage war against the Lamb. There is a reference to that. So are they trying to groom people? Are they trying to indoctrinate people to eventually try and wage war against the Lamb? Is this also a depiction of some kind of weapon pointed at the heavens, like symbolically? Is that a kind of
weapon pointed at the heavens? Oh man. Oh man, that's that death from above shit. That's that death from above shit. I told you about that, folks. If you're talking about lenses, optical, you have to include the lasers. I said this. There's a reason why they show you these movies, Star Wars, Star Trek, all these lasers floating around. Right? Crazy. Pointing at heaven. Max Evan in the building. How you doing? Dr. Wake Walker. Big up to you, bro. Much love. I don't know. Manners and respect, KJV. You done know. Respect to you, brother. Much love. Family. You done know. Mr. Rasta in the building. How we doing? Much love to you. Creek Mary. How we doing? Good day. Good day to you. Salutes. Anto in the building. How we doing? Big up, big up. Yeah, man. This is interesting. This is very interesting. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It all leads back to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. It all leads back to the eye, ladies and gentlemen. You don't believe me? Do your own research. You'll be surprised. All right? Or you may not be surprised because you'll be like, hey, London told me about this. Right? So go and see for yourself.
The part of the propaganda there? I don't know for sure. But I do know that the Antichrist is coming to steal, kill, and destroy. The false prophet, the lying signs and wonders, will deceive many into a strong delusion that God sends upon those who don't want righteousness, don't want the truth, don't want the gospel, and that they may perish all those who chose the lie, to believe the lie, and just didn't want the truth. So I hope and pray that all those listening here would turn to the gospel, that if we repent and believe on the good news that Jesus Christ died on the cross and rose again on the third day, that we may be saved from this blatant spiritual war, and not to be saved from the, quote, matrix of the God of creation, not to follow the harlot who seduces people.
Jesus didn't die on no cross. Jesus is the cross. He represents the nucleus. Right? Whether it means they attack the nucleus and it's dying, but man didn't die on the cross. Right? They're talking about the nucleus.
Into false religion that will not save, that will lead to eternal hell, but to turn from her ways, to turn from her, to turn from the false and believe on the only way to the Father, the only way to God, to be reconciled with him and forgiven for our sins through the shed blood of his only Son, the Lord Jesus Christ.
That was tough. That was tough, CC. Thank you. That was tough. I appreciate that. New stuffs, right? New stuff. I definitely will be clipping some shit out of that and, you know, do what I do best. That was dope. Right? All leads back to the mother. All leads back to the moon. All these rituals, they're showing you the tower, the moon. I believe they're showing us possibly the true nature of our reality, the construct. That was dope. That was dope. We've got some more stuff lined up. Well, we're hourring, boom, he's and ha-has. He's and ha-has.
I'm going to try my best to articulate this video as thoroughly, as plainly, as eloquently as possible. I don't want there to be any lost context. I don't want to just look like I'm coming out of nowhere having a temper tantrum because these things are happening. The allegations I am levying towards YouTube are extremely serious, and I'm taking this video extremely seriously. YouTube, you guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two. These are the three options, YouTube. Which one is it? Here's my proof.
You dumb nigger.
Is that all you got?
And you're a joke. You're a bitch. You're a little bitch.
I'm a bitch. I'm a dumb nigga. I'm a Negro. Anything else?
You're a little bitch. You're a dumb nigger.
And I'm taking this video extremely seriously.
So, Chris, I think it's kind of wild how you had to reach to the hardest slur in the English language. You never even talked to me, just to talk to me, man.
Yeah.
That says a lot about you rather than me, bro.
It's just a word.
Just a word, right?
Yeah.
Hard R is just a word, right?
Yeah, it's never a word I've used in hate.
Hell no, that ain't cool, dude. Where my money? I need my money right now.
You don't have to be talking to me like that,
nigga.
Hey, man.
It's only been a meme
really?
word. Yeah,
Really?
4chan troll, yeah.
Okay.
N-word PC, yeah.
Damn!
I can contain myself for certain streams.
that.
Other streams that I know where it's gonna be okay, I'll say it.
You've literally
I'll do it
numerous
for the
times
fuck
called
shit.
me. No, you literally called me numerous times hard R, and I never even met you.
Yeah,
I don't know what
this
you
is the internet.
You must be
This is how this
carrying.
shit goes. Yeah,
I don't know what
this
you
is the
you must,
internet.
you must be
This is how this
carrying.
shit goes.
You ain't got shit on me. All right, nigga?
This is how this shit goes.
All right, nigga?
This is how this shit goes.
I would disagree with you, Christos, when you say it's just the internet, just how it goes. If you knew how much it changes the way some people look at you, and a cat like me, you know, I admire the fuck out of you. You think that don't hurt my heart? You think that didn't take a chunk out of me? And then you cats would be saying, man, I don't even know you. I just do that shit all the time. Ah, damn it. Fuck. And we continues of this crazy shit. Is it Trump? What the fuck? No, it's not, Ruby. And if you knew, it's not even worth taking a chance, man. I'm fucking around with the Trump shit, but if you knew, you would not even take the chance, nigga. I love you. Allow me to love you. That shit there, man, it puts you in a category of motherfuckers that is more difficult to love.
All right, nigga?
Christos?
Yep, he be over there too.
I already
That's what
stopped
I'm
the
talking
shit out of Christos. Man, don't get Christos fucked up again. Woke is the new, Mental Ninja. Mental Ninja, don't get that white boy fucked up for real. He already got a warning, bro. He already got a real life warning. You really finna get him hurt.
That's how this shit goes.
Man, you please show me more respect.
Zachary.
Mental Ninja, please show me more respect in that's not the person you talking about. Please let it be somebody that you really talking about that got some pull around here. You not trying to threaten me with Christos Mistos. You was finna get that white boy
That's how this shit goes.
harmed in so many ways.
That's how this shit goes.
Let me drive my motherfucking Jeep. Let me drive Benzes. Let me wash windows.
Then you a window wash. Trying to clean my shit while I'm trying to pump gas. Man, you a window washer. I'ma run you down if you touch that glass. Man, you a window washer.
Let me wash windows.
Stop begging for cash. Man, you a window washer.
Let me wash windows.
Stop before I whoop your ass.
Let me drive my motherfucking Jeep. Let me drive Benzes. Let me wash windows. Let me fuck fat bitches. Let me live in the Matrix. I told you.
Just get happy, thinking that I'm paid, so they try to get at me.
I wash windows. I fuck fat hoes. I'm about to go on this bitch and eat me a T-bone steak. Let me be Cypher. Let me live in the Matrix. You niggas ain't unplugging. I'm keeping you niggas plugged in with me. I fuck on fat bitches and I think I know why. Use a window. I wash windows. I fuck fat hoes.
I'ma run you down if you touch that glass. Man, you a window.
I wash windows. I fuck fat hoes. Use a window. I watch fat bitches through the window, nigga.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
He's a window washer, get confused, and I think I know why. And he's a window washer, yeah, that me, you think I know why. Oh man, hold on, what's that? Ooh, weed man, holla. I can't say no more. But yeah, like I was saying, folks, everything leads back to the moon. Why is that? I've seen a few people come around to that idea. I see them promoting, you know, similar things. Even the boy, what's his name? Bonacci. I see Bonacci.
I'm gonna really drive this home for the last 3 minutes. Einstein, Hubble, Hawking, Arthur Eddington, you name them, Wolfgang Pauli, they all explain you can't prove that the Earth is moving from the Earth. You cannot, including stellar aberration. And they will tell you point blank that they can create a model for you that explains alleged parallax.
So this stuff here, what you're seeing, this is from Santos Bonacci's page a few days ago, maybe for a week or so. But why is he showing you this stuff? Why are they promoting this? What is he? Is he a flat earther, first of all, Bonacci? Or is he very open-minded? I don't know.
Which doesn't actually happen. Retrograde motion, stellar aberration, all in a geocentric model with the Earth stationary. And you cannot prove that it's spinning or revolving on the Earth itself. It's impossible. Stephen Hawking in 2007 explained it, quoting Einstein from his writings in Special and General Theory of Relativity, his paper on the combined two theories, explaining that you cannot prove that the Earth is spinning. They choose to believe in the Copernican principle because they have a religion. That triggers people because they think they hate religion, they hate God oftentimes. But that is a religion. It's a belief system built upon the doctrine of men, void of empirical, verifiable evidence, and in fact, contrary and antithetical to the actual evidence.
See, all this stuff what he's showing now, this ties into the reflection. Also, the black sun, ladies and gentlemen. Why is Santos Bonacci promoting this? This is more of a inner earth, hollow earth model, what he's showing you here, what he's promoting. Right?
Despite what the evidence says, I just now read him point blank say it can never be disproven. We disregard that possibility because of the horror of a...
Yeah, look what he's showing you. He understands. He's promoting this. Look at the showing you right there. The pyramid, right, with the colors. You know where that's from, right? Let's zoom in a bit more. Right there. Yeah, you know what he's trying to show you, right?
Special and unique position, right? And I have plenty of quotes here from geocentrists or heliocentrists explaining you can never prove it. You can't prove that the Earth is or that the Earth is not stationary. But we don't want to believe that because that would mean the Earth is special. So then what do? We go look out at the background distribution, the energy coming away from the Earth. It shows the Earth's in the center. So what do? They call it the axis of evil. Then they come up with a new idea. Well, oh, it does look like we're the center, but that must mean that no matter where you are in the universe, it would look like you're in the center. or we're just in the center. They don't want to say what it is because it has spiritual implications. It has philosophical ramifications, and that is that the earth had to be placed there. It has a special, unique position. They want to believe that they're a tiny speck of dust in an ever-expanding universe of nothingness where everything came from nothing and there's a pre-existing energy. Let's not talk about that part. Oh, lightning struck primordial soup and all this nonsense. And you know why? That's a good question. Probably because they're scared of like moral accountability, I would guess. But this is the point. This is the problem. It's portrayed.
Look at me showing you. This isn't London's work. This is Santos Bonacci, right? This is your boy Santos promoting this shit. This isn't me. Right, look.
Moral accountability, I would guess. But this is the point. This is the problem. It's portrayed as science, and we're brainwashed and indoctrinated with this idea as if it is science, and it's proven, and it's not questionable. When you actually go look behind the curtain, it's philosophy, and they admit it. So that's why I gave specific quotes, and it was walked past.
Look what he's showing you. This is Santos promoting this, not London. Keep that in mind, right?
The crux of the whole issue. There is a philosophy that leads to atheism and nihilism and materialism portrayed onto the world as if it is in fact scientific fact. You can't prove that the earth is moving. If the earth is a ball that spins, which it objectively isn't, we falsified it, everything gives us the illusion that it's stationary. This is what all of the astronomers and astrophysicists say that gave you the current model.
See that? First image, the land, right? First image, the land. Look at that. Second, the firmament. Told you. I don't know whether Santos has been watching your boy over here cook or he understands. Because he's promoting it. He's promoting it. He's showing you, look, this is someone else's work, but he's promoting it. Or maybe he's put this together. I don't know. But I can't hear his voice. It's somebody else's voice. So I'm assuming it's somebody else's work because they're flowing with the pictures, right? So he's promoting someone's work, which they're showing you that, you know, the firmament is the moon. And the lands are the other parts, right? That's what they're showing you. Look, it's not me. I didn't say it. Oh, that's good. I like it. Someone else is thinking outside of the box. Look at that. That's crazy. Even Santos Bonacci. I like that. I like new stuff. Right? Anything new from the flat earth community? Anything new from the flat earth community? Anything new from the globe community? Anything new from the globe community? Anything new from the rising earth sector? Z, Nachiketa, looking at you two. Anything new? No? Anything new from the Mandela boys? Austin Murphy, I'm looking in your direction now. Looking in your direction now, Austin Murphy. You're the advocate for that. Della. Anything new from the simulation theory, boys? Any new connections, any new gem from any of you folks out there, other than the boys, you know? I know the boys is good. They're good for it. The boys is good for it. You know the boys is good for it. Like, hey, you got 5 until next week. Yeah, cool, bro. You're good for it. I know you. You're gonna come up with something cool, man. You're probably gonna double that. Hey, a whole 10. I know you. A whole 10. Get me? Do you have a bunch? London, you got 5 until next week? Nah. Maybe next week I might have it. Yeah. Nothing new, boy. Like I said, there will not be nothing new from these sectors because they're not telling you what it really is. I guarantee you that. There's a little something to all of it, but they're just not promoting the realness out of it, right? They're watering it down wherever it is. I'm giving it to you 100% raw. Everything leads back to the moon. Everything leads back to the lens. Everything leads back to the eye. Everything. What do I mean by everything? Even those motherfucking Teletubbies, right? Let's go.
How will the world end? It's a question that's haunted humanity for as long as we can remember. Will it be from nuclear war, or AI taking over, or some kind of disease wiping us out? Now, there have been many different works of fiction that explore all of these different possibilities. But what if I told you there is one piece of media out there that shows us a possibility that nobody has considered yet? And that's because it was hidden inside of a children's educational TV show. Teletubbies dares to ask a question that shows us the darkest, most horrifying fate for humanity. What if the sun was a baby? It's possible I went a little too far with this video. Teletubbies is essentially just jingly keys to distract babies. It's not like Blue's Clues or Magic School Bus where there is some semblance of a plot or conflict. Teletubbies is just kind of nothing. There is no substance to this show, which is understandable because it was made for literally 1-year-old babies. I will now try and describe the plot of this show. Teletubbies are these weird-looking alien baby things that live in a bunker in Teletubby Land, and they just kind of walk around doing nothing until a creepy speaker slowly comes out of the ground and tells them what to do.
Time for Tubby bye-bye. Time for Tubby bye-bye.
And there is also this giant sun baby thing that is constantly watching and laughing at them. And there is also a windmill that sends videos to their stomachs of just some random kids also kind of doing nothing for like 5 minutes.
Playing on the beach.
And it is so boring and by far the worst part of this show. And then when they're finally done with it, they literally just watch the exact same video again. Because all this show is trying to do is just waste time distracting babies with jingly keys for as long as humanly possible. And I have watched so much Teletubbies for this video, and I hate it. Also, there's a vacuum cleaner named Nunu that looks like he's constantly in pain. Nunu is my favorite character because I can relate to him. And look, I get it. This is a baby show. I am not the target audience, and hopefully neither are the people watching this video. There is clearly no actual lore or world building here for me to discuss. 9 years ago, I even made another parody video of dark, edgy Teletubby theories.
Now why don't we watch a little bit of Teletubbies and see what we find? We see the show using overstimulating vibrant colors to mimic the psychedelic effects of LSD.
You know, that was just me making fun of losers who genuinely try to analyze this baby stuff. Anyways, here's my genuine analysis of Teletubbies. Despite everything I have just said, I do believe that there is a way to make sense of every weird, random detail in this show. And it starts by asking a very simple question. Where is Teletubby Land?
Over the hills and far away, Teletubbies come to play.
It looks like Earth with the nature and rabbits, but we never actually see any humans. For all we know, this could be some distant alien planet or magical alternate dimension. But we know Teletubbies do have some kind of connection to humanity. The weird speakers are constantly telling them to do human things, and they are constantly being sent videos of human children in the real world.
Hi, I'm Romy. Let's make some bagels.
And I feel like the intro at the start of every episode does imply that Teletubby Land is on Earth somewhere.
Over the hills and far away.
Over the hills and far away. They are telling us where the show takes place in relation to us, the viewer. And to get there, we need to go over the hills that are in our way, as opposed to like going through space or a magical portal.
Over them hills, them split hills, right? Over them hills.
Meaning Teletubby Land is likely on Earth. But this doesn't make sense, because Teletubby Land has a weird sentient baby-faced sun, but in the human videos, we can see that they just have a regular normal sun with no face. So if they're both supposed to be on Earth, then why is the sun different? Well, maybe it's not a question of where Teletubby Land is, but when. What if Teletubbies takes place on Earth in the future sometime after the normal sun somehow grew a baby face? And if that sounds far-fetched, then take a closer look at these human videos. Now, in most kids' educational shows, these types of segments are like Blue's Clues, where Steve gets sent mail from children who are fans of the show and say, "Hi Steve, I love Blue's Clues."
Look, it's a letter from our friends.
Hi, Steve. Let's go see my classroom.
But in all 485 episodes of both the original and 2015 revival of Teletubbies, not once do the children ever acknowledge the fact that these videos are being sent to Teletubbies.
Hello, my name's Daniel. Hello, I'm Stephanie.
They never even say the word Teletubby, which feels like a very weird, deliberate choice. For all intents and purposes, these are just random videos.
That's a good point, though. You would have thought they would have been like, "Hey, Teletubbies, hello." Like, inclusive, right? Include them in the program.
Of humanity that could have been made long before Teletubbies ever even existed. And this all gets a lot more interesting when we take a look at the most recent Netflix Teletubbies reboot from 2022.
Over the hills and far away, Teletubbies come to play.
This reboot makes a couple very interesting changes to the show. One of them being to the human video segments.
Oh, Dipsy. Hi. Hi there. Hi. Hi, boy.
Instead of just a couple random kids out in the world, these videos now take place inside of a single reoccurring location, with a woman named Julia who sings a song with a group of different children every episode.
You are a rocket, a super fast rocket, then run and touch a star.
And what's immediately different about these videos is that for the first time ever in the 27 years of this show airing, there actually is a direct acknowledgement of Teletubbies from a human being. Julia's shirt clearly shows the 4 Teletubby heads, meaning these videos in particular are not from the past. They are being made explicitly for Teletubbies to watch, and the humans in these videos exist at the same time as the show, which obviously begs the question, what does the sun look like for these humans? Well, here's the strange thing about these new videos. We never get to see the sun. In fact, the kids in these videos never actually go outside, which is very strange when you compare that to the years worth of previous human videos that are almost always outside. There does seem to be windows, but unlike the windows we see in previous videos or even in Teletubby Land, these are weirdly opaque, never actually showing us the outside world. The best we get is this obviously fake depiction of the sky on the ceiling. For some reason, these videos feel completely cut off from the outside world. Where are these people? Hang on a second. What if over the hills doesn't mean Teletubbyland is behind hills? What if Teletubbyland is literally over the hills, as in on top of them, and this room is somewhere deep underground, completely cut off from the outside world?
God damn. Completely cut off from the outside world, right? What are they showing us? Over the hills, right? Inside of the thing, right? Inside of the thing, right? Over the hills, inside. And they go inside of their thing, right? They go inside underground, rude boy. It's mud.
Outside world. And if that seems too far-fetched, remember where the speakers come from.
Time for Tubby Bye-Bye. Time for Tubby Bye-Bye.
They come from underground. The speakers with a human adult voice telling the Teletubbies what to do come from the same place where an adult woman wearing a Teletubby uniform makes videos. In the future world of Teletubbies, humanity lives underground. But why? Well,
That's crazy. Hey, what are they trying to tell us, boy?
once again, I think this all has to do with the sun.
Uh-oh. What's the sun got to do with it? Death from above shit.
Imagine a world where everything is normal. You go to work, walk your dog, watch YouTube videos, but then, one day, suddenly, without any warning or explanation, the sun wakes up. You realize that the giant ball of gas in the sky that gave humanity life was actually a cosmic sentient being all along. But it's not some unknowable Lovecraftian Cthulhu entity. It's just a baby. Okay, that's disturbing, but so what? Well, our sun is already extremely volatile, constantly exploding and erupting with unstable solar flares that can release dangerous radiation towards Earth. Scientists even believe that we could be hit with a solar superstorm one day that could be devastating to human infrastructure. Now, imagine if all of that power was given to an unpredictable, moody baby. A baby that we know is very interested in watching and reacting to the denizens of Earth. In fact, we could even see that when the baby sun gets a little too excited, the brightness of the sun suddenly increases. So, with this...
Yo, that was wild. Take that back. Yo, man, he went supernova.
So, when this baby first wakes up and opens its eyes and looks down at the people of Earth, what would it see? That baby would immediately throw a massive tantrum. So if humanity went underground after this baby showed up, then I think it's because this baby had some kind of catastrophic effect on the Earth, making the surface completely uninhabitable for humans. And if you don't believe me yet, remember those drawings of a smiling sun we kept seeing in the new videos? Well, there actually is just a single episode of the reboot that shows a drawing of a sun without a face. But what's interesting is that it also shows people and a car and maybe even a police officer below the sun. Unlike the drawings with the smiling sun that only ever show grass and flowers and no signs of humanity, just like Teletubbyland. These drawings are telling us that when the smiling baby sun came out, humanity disappeared. Yes, I believe that Teletubbies is set in a post-apocalyptic world where humanity was forced underground because the baby sun woke up.
That sounds a lot like the K Theory by Paul, right? The K Theory.
But then, What exactly are these weird creatures we see on the surface? Well, even if humanity could survive underground forever, the sentient baby sun is still up there. If they're ever going to reclaim the surface world, or even just prevent an even bigger world-destroying tantrum, they need to address this problem. So, how do you appease an unpredictable, moody baby with unlimited power? You jingle keys in front of them. The humans created Teletubbies, 4 creatures that could withstand the dangers of the sun, and sent them to the uninhabitable surface to keep the baby sun entertained and calm for as long as possible. Teletubbies literally is jingly keys for a baby. Every episode starts and ends with this baby. They are constantly cutting back to the sun's reaction every time the Teletubbies do something. Because the sun is the intended audience for this show. It's why everything the Teletubbies do is so heavily controlled by unseen humans.
Poe showed Lala the tutor.
This dumb baby show is actually a very high-stakes operation to protect what little remains of humanity. And if you still don't believe me, then let me ask you this. What are Teletubbies? They're weird, big baby things that seem to have technology.
Uh-oh. What are they? Where's he going with this? Yeah, hey, boy, roll 2 up while you're at it. Roll 2 up. I might even open up the panel.
Integrated into their bodies. But let's ask the creators of this show, what was the initial idea behind Teletubbies?
We decided we'd go to the Smithsonian and we saw the actual spacesuits of men who not that long ago walked on the moon.
What did I fucking say? Huh? Everything leads back to the motherfucking moon. Huh? Motherfucking Teletubbies on the motherfucking moon. Everything leads back to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. But you don't want to believe me. Wild. Huh? Jesus Christ. Let's keep going.
You know, isn't it amazing? There's all this technology and you look at them and they just look like babies with nappies on toddling about.
And they were basically NASA spacemen. They were very easily surprised by things and fell over all the time. And when they were worried about things, they hugged each other.
They were based on astronauts.
Bingo. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I told you, if you ain't speaking about the moon, it's not going to make sense. It all leads back to the moon, ladies and gentlemen.
AKA people sent by humanity in technological suits designed to withstand inhospitable environments. Astronauts, aka people sent by humanity in technological suits designed to withstand inhospitable environments. Once you compare moon landing footage to Teletubbies, you can never unsee it.
Over the hills and far away,
There you go.
Teletubbies come to play.
Tinky Winky, Tinky Winky, Dipsy, La La, Ho, Teletubbies, say hello.
And this
Hold. Stop playing with me. Drop a bomb, Becky.
And this is only the tip of the iceberg. Once you start viewing the show through this lens, everything that once seemed like weird, pointless nonsense suddenly takes on a whole new meaning. The Teletubbies live in a bunker-type structure beneath a hill, a shelter designed specifically to survive a harsh environment. The Teletubbies are surrounded by advanced technology that obviously these dumb baby creatures didn't make. The technology was made by humans to take care of and control their creations. The windmill obviously functions as some kind of signal tower to
The windmill. I forgot about that.
control their creations. The windmill obviously functions.
The circle in the sky. Look at that. I forgot about this.
functions as some kind of signal tower to receive videos from the underground humans. But it also works as a form of renewable energy in this world without any functioning human infrastructure. Teletubby Land itself is covered in plants, the only form of life that would be able to adapt and thrive in harsh sunlight. The Teletubby shelter has been completely covered in grass, and we see flowers suddenly popping up all the time. Completely
Showing
covered
you the mound in the middle, you know. Showing you the mound in the middle. They ain't playing. Yeah, they ain't playing. Crazy.
in grass, and we see flowers suddenly popping up all the time.
It was a really big flower.
Clearly, plants are thriving in this new sun baby world. Okay, but what about the rabbits? Why are they the only animal we see on the surface? It's
Rabbit and the Moon, remember? We just looked at that. Where was that again? The rabbit. Rabbit. Right, that's all. Get you into the archive quick. Come back to that.
It's not like rabbits are especially resilient to sunlight. Well, what are rabbits known for? Firstly, they are extremely fast breeders. They would be the perfect species to send to the surface to...
Hold on. Fun fact, right? I bet you lot won't even know this, right? Because you never think about this. These are not even rabbits. They're hares. Right? They are hares. They are one of the largest breeds of hares. Right? And you know why that is, ladies and gentlemen? Because the motherfucking Teletubbies, the smallest one's about 10 foot. Yeah, about 10 foot. These things are humongous. So they've got giant hairs to make it look like they're small and adorable. Wowzers. Big motherfuckers.
quickly repopulate the Earth's ecosystem. In fact, they are such fast breeders that apparently the crew filming the show kept having to pause the shoot because the rabbits kept having sex in the background. And secondly, rabbits are also commonly used by humans for laboratory testing and genetic modification. So maybe, much
Yes. Yes, modification. Right, modification. You've kind of mixed the mitochondria, right? The lens, the nucleus. All of this right here must represent the nucleus. And there's that symbol I was telling you about. This was in the other one with the water, right? With the moon. Hold on a second. I don't think you folks understand that. Let's go and have a look real quick. Hold on a second. There we go. Right there. Boom. Stop playing with me. There's a reason why they show you these things. There's a reason why I show you these things. This ain't nothing to do with flat Earth. This ritual wasn't nothing to do with flat Earth or globe Earth or rising Earth. Diamonds are forever, forever.
Much like the Teletubbies, these rabbits were genetically modified by humans to survive the surface world. This theory wraps up a lot of loose ends about the original show. But Once again, the 2022 Netflix Teletubbies reboot has some very interesting differences, and this is where things get a little more disturbing. So the new Teletubbies reboot has 3 very interesting changes. First, as I've already explained, the human videos are now with Julia in a post-Teletubby world. They no longer just show old random videos of humanity. Suddenly, everything is now custom-made for the Teletubbies. Second, there are now Tiddly-Tubbies in the bunker.
They reproduced somehow. Reproduced somehow. Or were they made? Look at these tiddly-tuddlies.
These horrifying CGI monstrosities are new.
Hey, don't let listen, tiddly-tuddlies. Don't let Steven see you. All right, you'll go right into his puppet collection. All right.
Baby Teletubbies that just exist now with no explanation. And finally, the strangest change of all. Every episode, the baby son has a completely new face. Why? What does this mean? All of these changes are so sudden and random, and none of them really fit into my theory. You guys don't understand. I have watched hours and hours of this extremely boring baby show to try and make sense of this, and I almost gave up. But then, I finally found a single episode of Teletubbies that changed my entire view of this universe. Episode 56 of the 2015 revival called Twinkle Twinkle. In this single episode, for the first and only time in the over 500 episodes of Teletubby canon, it becomes night. And we watch the
Damn! After how many episodes? Hold on a second.
100 episodes of Teletubby canon, it becomes night. And we watch the Teletubbies leave their bunker and look up at the night sky.
Tinky Winky saw a star.
Tinky Winky star!
The star was making music.
Hold on, look what's going on. Oh shit, look, ladies and gentlemen, look.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Tinky Winky discovers a star that is singing to him. And for me, this implies 3 things. First,
Hey, this is wild. You're probably thinking, what? It's only a fucking star, London. It's Tinky Winky, right? But look who they got to fucking represent the star. Right? Look who they've got to represent the star. Right? The royal color, purple, Tinky, the inverted pyramid. Right? Look.
Are other sentient stars out there. It's not just our sun.
Take it back.
Little star, how I wonder what you are.
Tinky Winky.
Right? The inverted pyramid, the star, right? The royal. That's crazy. Look where she's standing as well. Look where she's standing, and the star's above it, right? At the center, and the star comes out. Yeah, she got the inverted pyramid on her head, right? When you see that sign, normally you see it up in the sky with the initials, I think it's NI, right? Showing you the star, the mother, right? And look what's come out to see the star. NI, the great mother. Yeah, royalness. Look at the purple color. Yeah, it's wild. It's all about the code. Sorry, I had to put that out there.
Discover.
And she sees the star, the reflection, right? As above, so below. Right?
There's a star that is singing to him. And for me, this implies 3 things. First, there are other sentient stars out there. It's not just our sun. For all we know, all stars in this universe could actually be sentient. And second, the star has an adult voice. So this is likely what our baby sun will one day grow into. And finally, the most unsettling implication here is that other stars have begun to notice the Teletubbies. And suddenly, the 2022 reboot makes a lot more sense. Humanity's plan to use Teletubbies to entertain the cosmic horror baby sun worked. But it worked a little too well, because now they've started attracting other baby suns.
Yo. They started attracting other baby sons. That shit is fucking hilarious. Oh man. Oh, gosh.
This is a whole new problem for humanity, and 4 Teletubbies is not enough to appease all of these sun babies, which is why they've suddenly begun to create more.
Look at the evil face on this thing, man. Look at that. Oh, goodness. I think they're us, you know. I think the Teletubbies are us.
Suddenly, just watching old videos of humanity isn't enough. The humans below the earth have to custom make higher quality videos with more children to keep the babies entertained. Humans are so desperate to meet the demands of all of these new sun babies that they are willing to do anything to appease them.
Just wait till you hear me say the words blast off, then run and touch a star.
Wait a second. Why would they be teaching children to touch the stars?
Then run and touch a star.
Wouldn't that be like the last thing they'd want to tell children to do? The whole reason they're down here is because of how dangerous stars are, right? Unless they're preparing these children to go to the surface? Wait, are these kids the Teletubbies? Is this where Teletubbies come from? They've been human children the whole time? No! So yeah.
No! Please, no, dear God, no! That's wild.
That is my theory. Teletubbies is actually a post-apocalypse where humans live underground and are turning children into Teletubbies and sending them to the surface to entertain giant sun baby gods.
I fucking like it, my man. I like it. It's a shame it's come to the end now. I fucking like it.
Is that good? Is that what you wanted? Did I appease you, Mr. YouTube algorithm? Okay, I'm just gonna take that as a yes. Goodbye! Bye!
Dinky Winky, Dinky
Hey, hey, Lala, po! Teletubby, hey, Teletubby, hey. L-O. You done know, lay low, Teletubby, big up, bop. Yeah. Oh shit. That was some wow transformation. Wow transformation. Told you everything leads back to the moon, right? Everything leads back to the motherfucking moon. That's crazy. 420 if you got that, I suppose. Right? They was based on astronauts. You can't get any more moony than that, right? I'm doing the quotes if you don't know. You can't get any more moony than that, right? What are they trying to show us? That shit is crazy. These things are about 10 feet tall. Wild. Wild. All this moon worshipping, moon talk, it's all coming together now, right? But the diamond, what are they showing us with this diamond? What have I been showing you with the diamond? Yeah, it's everywhere. Hold on, where's that? Where's the diamonds forever one? Okay, yeah, we got it now. There we go. Go check out that diamond shit. There's a lot of shit I've been calling. A lot of shit we've been calling.
First, what Oculist was, basically what we now call an ophthalmologist, an eye doctor, who can also prescribe glasses. An oculist is basically the antiquated term for eye doctor. So just on a whim, I decided to search for Oculist conspiracy. And not only was there one, but it ended up being more interesting than I ever thought.
Diamonds are forever. They are all I need to please me. They can stimulate and tease me. They won't leave in the night. I've no fear that they might desert me. Diamonds are forever. Hold one up and then caress it. Touch it, stroke it, and undress it.
There you go. There you go. What are they showing you? What are they showing you, ladies and gentlemen? What is London showing you? Diamonds are forever, it seems.
I can see every part, nothing hides the heart to hurt me. I don't need love.
Now, imagine a diamond the size of an entire planet. Now, let's fly back to our solar system. Our destination now is
Stop playing with me.
Jupiter's moon, Europa. It's as wide as the distance between Seattle and Houston.
And the Oculus conspiracy was unraveled after many years of a very tedious translation that was very difficult even with the machine. And it took them a while to find out that it was even written in German as opposed to other languages. And once they kind of had a hint at that, they started taking a crack at translating some of the letters. And these are very strange letters. There's a lot of symbols and a lot of accent marks. Basically, this is why they didn't even know. For a while, they didn't even know maybe this is just a hoax or something. They called a lot of documents hoaxes, but it turned out they did not think this was a hoax because they found the pattern, basically. In the end, all these regular letters, the ones that are not accented, those became the throwaway letters. They started by trying to translate them, but it turned out those were the throwaway letters to reveal the actual code and show the spaces of words and the breaking up and everything. And even still, they didn't have a direct translation, obviously, for these strange symbols, but if it was written in a human language, they could pretty much eventually extract it. And what they found first was talk about secrets. And after they translated a few words, they discovered that they were dealing with an initiation document. And they found the phrase light hand. Finally, they took it to the archives and they found old secret societies where they had used the term light hand. And what was revealed from this very interesting code that was just so difficult, machine and man together almost couldn't crack it. What they found was they traced it back to a group that called itself the Great Enlightened Society of Oculists.
Diamonds are forever sparkling round my little finger. Unlike men, the diamonds linger. Men are mere mortals who are not worth going to your grave for. I don't need love. For what good will love do me? Diamonds never lie to me. For when love's gone, they luster on. Diamonds are forever, forever, forever. Diamonds are forever, 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 forever.
Your boy KJV, aka London Man. Trying to tell you folks something. Trying to show you something. Anything new from the flat earthers? Anything new from the globies? Anything new from the rising earth sector? Anything new from the simulations, boys? Anything new from the Mandela boys? Anything new from the Hell Realm sector? Oh shit, anything new from the Hell Realm sector? Which you talked about for years. Oh, what have you talked about for years? What, the moon, the reflection, the eye, the lens? Is that your stuff? Oh my God, don't tell me that's your stuff. The moon and the eye, is that really your stuff, right? What are you, is that, yeah? What? I didn't know that. So what, you got some stuff for us? You got new stuff? You got new stuffs? Jacob, what's happening? Aura, what's happening? You got new stuffs? We like new stuffs. Yeah, he's in the house. He's in the house. He loves coming here. He loves coming here. He likes new stuff. That's why he comes here. Right? He likes new stuff. That's why he comes here. Or he likes me. One or the other. It's either me or my stuff. You like my stuffs? Yeah, he likes my stuffs. What was that one? So it's there again. Oh, this guy was showing some stuff here as well.
The main thing is hiding in plain sight. Today we will translate a short 1.5 minutes, a video from our foreign friends, how they understand the symbolism of the logo.
This is more of a hollow earth model, right? So we've gone from a bit of the moon, transitioned into hollow.
FIFA 2025. In the logo of this cup is the ancient world order. And
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me. Hold on. I was meant to drop the link out there, wasn't I? So let me. Give me a second. Into it. Oh, there it is. Let's get back to it. No, and I'll pin that from there, yeah.
such as it really is. In order to make it easier for you to navigate, I will voice the voice behind the scenes. That is, the voice of our foreign friends, Aylon and Vadim, will voice the voices on the FIFA stage. So let's start translating. Hey, let's look at this new FIFA Cup. Apparently it looks like a concave earth. Let's see.
Oh, hold on.
This new
We got the pyramid in there too. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Here they come. What's that, boy? My boy.
What is going on here in here? Like what? Oh, it's just L and I. Where do we go from here? I just came here to say goodbye because I'm going outside. Now I'm gonna be building snow.
Snow?
What?
What, snowman?
Yes, yes.
Oh.
Well, not snowman. I'm gonna be no snowman is just the original thing that one would build, but I will be building snow creek.
Ah, like a snow castle.
Yeah, I do build igloos. I do.
Nice. What's happening, L? I see your other half is down there in the chat room.
That's so minimalistic. I love it. You know,
Yeah, I love it. I love it. That's
Do
it.
you guys know Steven's hopping on?
Do I know his?
Are you talking about the
Do you know
demon?
Steven's coming on?
Are you talking
No,
about
I'm
demon?
talking to London McLovin.
Oh, demon.
No, I'm
Are you
talking
talking
to
about
London.
demon? Are you
No,
talking
I'm
about
talking to London.
Oh, I
demon.
thought
I'm
you were
talking
talking
to
about the
London.
demon. I thought you were talking about the
Talking-
demon. Oh,
talking to
but you're
London.
not talking about a demon, are you?
No, can you be quiet? I'm talking to London.
Yeah.
Well, the link is pinned, L. So if the Demon King wants to join, more than welcome. You know, he's not banned, as you can see.
Get him on here.
Uh,
Get him on here.
let me ask him, Stephen, please hit the panel. Please hit the link. I would like a conversation with you. It's about something. I'm not too sure what it is, but maybe she got a bone to pick with you. All right.
Please do so, because give me a reason to leave the panel. No. Just
You're gonna ask London something.
Go ahead, please.
You ever seen that cartoon called Little Witch Academia?
No, don't ring a bell.
It's a Japanese anime.
Japanese anime? No, I do like Japanese anime, but I haven't seen that one.
This personality, this character sounds like some internet felon, some internet ghost. That's what you sound like, Al.
Are you a
Well, there's a character.
Are you Gen Z,
There's a
Gen
character-
Boomer, Gen Z, Gen X? Like, you don't even know what you are, do you? No, you don't. See,
I'm
because
not talking about that.
yeah, no, yeah, but that's actually the right answer.
I'm talking,
right?
dude. You're interrupting.
You don't know anything, do you?
Interrupting.
No, you don't.
You're interrupting.
I do feel sorry
So I
for
was
AI.
talking to London. You're
Even
interrupting.
though AI has no personality, I do feel sorry for AI. And that's you. Talking about you.
So London,
Yes.
there's this character in the animated show Little Witch Academia, such as Susie Mambabran, and she's like the girl version of Steven. And there's a scene where she said, "Can't believe I think I might have inherited a little bit of that old man."
Oh, the female Stephen. Oh. I feel a
Yeah,
bit-
Susie Mambabran. She's related to Steven.
Is it an evil character?
Susie Mambabran. She's related to Steven.
Yeah, is she an evil character?
Well, she's got the laugh and she's obsessed with mushrooms.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Stephen. He's obsessed with mushrooms. Definitely obsessed with mushrooms. Mhm.
And someone said, let her read all her desires about.
I didn't say that.
Someone said, let her read all her desires about mushrooms. Fluttershy is literally such a fucking fungal freak.
Hey, what's your name again?
Ow.
L. Why L? What is it short for?
Maria.
I like that. Lima.
No, Maria.
Yeah, Lima.
How do you feel? How do you feel
Not
about
Lima. Not
How do
Lima.
you
Not Lima.
how-
Not
so
Lima.
how do
Not
you
Lima.
feel-
Not
Hey,
Lima.
Al,
Not
how do you
Lima. Not
feel-
Lima. Maria.
I know you need to talk over me constantly, right? So, how do you feel about going on the interwebs without revealing your actual name? Are you cool
Fine.
with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I noticed.
Because of data protection.
Yeah, yeah. Like you need protection, right? Do you need protection? Why do you need protection?
No, I'm saying like data
Why do
protection.
you need? No, you mentioned this first. Why do you need protection?
Because I'm a regular.
No, regular people don't need protection.
Just kidding.
People. Nah, see, that doesn't work.
I've got 5 more minutes up here, gents.
I'm an Aryan.
No, you're AI.
I'm an Aryan.
AI.
Aryan.
I kind of feel sorry for your AI-ness, but since you're just a computer, one day I might destroy you.
Yeah, well, I'm an Aryan, dude.
Yeah, well, you will.
Well, that's the thing. I'm an Aryan. Fuck FB.
Who are you talking to?
Not talking to anyone.
Why am I saying you're an Aryan?
I think L may be a real person.
Hey, how do you feel about feeling sorry for computers? Have you ever felt sorry for a computer?
Who, me?
Yeah, you too. I mean, it's a good question
for computers.
for AI or for persons. I mean, did you ever feel sorry for a computer?
I felt sorry for my phone when I dropped my phone a few times and the screen cracked. It's like, oh, I felt that. You know, when you make that face, like, sorry, babe, sorry. Oh, sorry. I should have been more
Yeah, I
careful
felt
with
that.
you.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt in your pocket, but I mean, do you
Mhm.
feel sorry for the person inside? Like, would you feel sorry for somebody like L?
Someone like L.
Right? You really have to think again, right?
Yeah.
When I ask you that question. It's not a simple question because
Because of their attachments, right? Because of their attachment.
no, it's because they're not the same. It's because they're not the same. It's just not the same.
Oh, hold on. I think my family, but hey, listen, I'm gonna have to cut it short and simple. I'm gonna be back a bit later, folks. I can hear the family coming through the main door now. Hey, Max, sorry you jumped up too late, my bro. I would have loved to talk to you. Voy, thanks for jumping up. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm driving, trying to connect with my Audi setup.
Okay, see you later, Lona Man and the other guy.
All right, much love. Hey,
Ciao.
Max, I'm gonna chat to you in a bit. I got to bounce. Peace out, everyone.
Okay, do your shit.
You already know the motto, folks. Look after yourself. Hello, Roll. Much love. Much love. Come and say bye. Say bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
There you go. Peace out. Lay low.
Why? It makes it easier to take off.